I've read your comments and I've gotten a lot of requests from my college students who are living in the dorms for me to try to show you like a scaled down version of the recipe so you can make the stuff in your dorm rooms, because I realize you don't have a stove like I have here in the kitchen. So we're going to be using any kind of appliance that we can plug in, like the toaster oven, the slow cooker, the rice cooker, the electric skillet. We're going to be using stuff like that to make some of these meals, okay? And I do realize, like, when it comes to the Johnny cakes and the powder buns and stuff, the recipe that I have going is for a big amount. So I'm going to be halving the recipe, or maybe even making it into quarters of the recipe to show you how you can make this stuff in your dorm room. And I think I'm going to make a playlist with these videos, and I'm going to call it something like dorm room meals or something like that. But it's going to be the stuff that we've made already, but I'm going to show you different appliances that you can make them in. So today I'm going to take on a big task. I'm going to do our native dish, Belizean rice and beans, potato salad, and stewed chicken, but I'm not going to do any of it on the stove. It's all going to be done in the crock pot, and actually I started from last night. I put like a quarter of the pack or a quarter pound of beans in the crock pot, and I got that softened. Of course, you can do it with canned beans, and I'll do another video in the near future with that one, but we want the beans from scratch, so we put it in the crock pot. And here we pick up where I started last night with putting the beans in the crock pot, and then we're going to continue. Alright, so this is 1 pound of red kidney beans. We're not going to use the whole thing because remember, you guys are in college, so you only want a little bit. I'm going to use what I consider like a quarter, not even a half, okay? You put a little bit more. This is going to give us a little bit of rice and beans in our rice cooker. Let me get it washed. To wash it, I just put it in a little bowl. If I were doing more beans, I'd put it in a bigger bowl. Pour the water off, and I want to do this 2 or 3 times to get off any kind of dirt that could be on it, okay? Let's move over to the crock pot. Right, so we're putting it in there, and this is going to be overnight, okay? So that's 2 cups of water. Actually, it's 3 cups, so let me get some more in this. So I have onion, cilantro, and I'm putting a little bit of garlic, and this is how I get my garlic. So 10 hours later, I'm removing the beans from the slow cooker or crock pot, and I'm taking it with the stock, okay? And the reason I'm putting it in this measuring cup is just because I want to see how much we got. And here we are, we got a total of about 3 cups of cooked beans. Alright, so I dumped out the beans from the crock pot, and you know that I have a video already at the show where I show you how to make perfect crock pot or slow cooker rice and beans, right? But I don't want to make it in that today. I love it better in the rice cooker. So I dumped out the beans from there, and of course if you were doing canned beans like canned pinto, or I think they have canned red kidney beans too, you would dump that beans in the rice cooker. But because we have it from the slow cooker, I dumped it out. Now we're going to move over to the rice cooker to make the rice and beans, and in the meanwhile I've put potatoes in the crock pot or the slow cooker so that we could boil the potatoes and the egg to make our potato salad, and I'm timing it to see how long that takes, okay? And we're going to use the electric skillet to do the stewed chicken, so we're going to move over to that part of the video now. So remember, all we do is sprinkle some salt, and you can use regular table salt, you can use sea salt, you can use that pink salt, whichever salt you need. Season, put a little bit of salt on it, some black pepper, and I know that might look like a lot of salt to you guys, but it cooks, okay? It cooks in there, so but don't put more than what I put just now. Simple. This would be your paprika or paprika, but I'm using the powder ricotta. And if you guys are away at college in one of the other states that's not California, my dad sells all this stuff, all right? He sells the ricotta that you know about that looks like clay. He sells this powder one. So this is all it is to it. We've got our chicken seasoned up, and of course you can put other things on it that you like, but you know I keep it simple here. And now let's get our skillet started. Okay, so the pan's hot, and this is a fairly new electric skillet, so because it's non-stick, you could actually put the chicken pieces in like that, and it'll still cook. But I like a little bit of oil with my stuff. This is just a little bit of canola oil, and you can use coconut oil, or you could use olive oil. Just a little bit you want to put in there. I like the oil for the flavor and the taste, okay? But it won't stick in this pan, especially when it's new. So here's all our parts in there. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just enough water to quiet the pot. I call it the angry pot sound, but that's something I made up. And so no, the pot doesn't sound angry anymore, and that's what I taught my kids to do when I was little. Like if I was tied up with something in the laundry or something, and I'll say, put enough water in the pot to make it not angry anymore, and they knew exactly how much to put. So at this point, we want to start adding some of our other ingredients. Joe likes to remove all the chicken out of the pan and then kind of saute the onions and stuff. I don't really do that. It works out to be the same thing. So this is a whole onion, okay? I love onions. If you don't like onions, don't put them in. If you like bell peppers, put those in. I hate bell peppers, so you'll never see me cook with bell peppers, okay? And I'm gonna go get some cilantro washed and put this on top, okay? All right, so here's our cilantro, and Joey corrected me. He's the camera guy today. He says, I said when I was little, is when the kids were little. So I won't see that mistake until I edit the video, right? Anyway, so that's it right there. I'm not going to put any lid on or anything like that, but you can if you want to. But I tend to not cook with my lids on because then I don't hear it and I forget that I'm cooking and then everything burns. So, but that's up to you. So this is going to cook at least for 45 minutes to an hour to make sure the chicken cooks all the way through. And we're just going to keep adding our water a little bit at a time to make the pot not be angry every time we add the water, okay? Let's move on to our rice and beans. So this is our rice cooker. Remember, we bought this the other day. This is only like 18 to 20 bucks at Walmart, okay guys? We're gonna do the rice and beans, but I want Jory to pan and show you guys everything that's going. So this is our stewed chicken going off here in our electric skillet. And he's gonna come here to the middle. This is our rice cooker that we're gonna deal with right now. And over here, we have the potato and the egg still going. And it's been on since 9 o'clock this morning. It's an hour already. This water is not boiling yet, so I'm really gonna time that and tell you how long it'll take to do that little bit of potato and eggs, all right? So the first thing we wanna do is get some of the beans, well, all of the beans out with some of the stock. And then we're gonna put our long grain white rice that's washed already in this mixture. And you guys could go check out my video that I have with perfect rice cooker rice and beans to see, you know, the steps in more depth that I'm doing here. So then I'm just going to stir it to make sure it's enough. And now I'm going to add our wonderful coconut milk to this mixture. And then I'm going to put it in the rice cooker and let it go for the first 22 minutes before we check on it. Okay, so it's pretty much done. It cooked for 22 minutes and then I kept it on warm for an additional 15 minutes to make sure the rice got cooked all the way through. And I always test it with my serving fork to separate the grains. I'm going to take a look. My potato is still going. I'm going to let you know how long this takes, you know, until we're done. And basically the chicken is done. It smells awesome. We went for 45 minutes in the electric skillet and it's just wonderful. Here's our dinner, guys, our dorm room meal. Rice and beans made between the slow cooker and the rice cooker. And the potato salad was done, the potato and the eggs were done in the slow cooker. It took 5 whole hours, so we're gonna have to revisit that and see how we can do these potatoes quicker or more quickly. And our stewed chicken, of course, in the electric skillet. So see, this entire meal was made sans stove or oven. I hope you guys try this and let me know. And this, we got enough rice and potato salad and chicken to last a good 5 days, okay? So you wouldn't have to cook again for the rest of the week. All right, guys, so I've had a wonderful time creating this dish today with all these different appliances. I hope you guys try it. I'm really excited to do this series of videos, my dorm room recipes. I'm really excited about it because it's going to take some math to scale on those recipes to a tinier amount. But I think it'll help you guys who are homesick. I know that I see a lot of things on Facebook with cousins and extended family that's complaining that they miss mom's home cooked food and they don't have anything to eat there at the dorms and all that good stuff. So I'm hoping that these appliances will help make your life a little bit easier. And also for my disabled viewers, you know, thank you so much for watching and being so faithful and protective of me. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit like on the bottom. And as I continue more in this series, I'm always going to let you guys know this is a dorm room recipe, okay? Because it's scaled down or I'm not doing it out of the stove at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until I see you guys again, take care.